Keep that one, keep that one, keep that one, keep that one. That's fine. Alright. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so the idea I got for this trailer is that it's going to be more focused on presenting the world, I guess. So the first trailer was like, what is the continue playing loop for this thing? It's like in say SimCity, for example, it's like not going bankrupt. In most management sims, it's that kind of thing. In Hive Time, it is make enough to make be sustainable enough to regularly create new queens when you need them. Oh, music's too loud. All right, let me just drop that back on a little bit. How's that? That's probably a little bit better. Yeah, so yeah, the first trailer focused on that sort of like core continue playing loop, and it had like the little sing-along thing, which was okay. It's pretty good. It could have been better, but considering how quickly I need to make it and how little sleep I'd had, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Also had some good advice from Peter on that one, and he put together a nice. Oh wow! You know, I haven't sort of really sat down to listen to the soundtrack, so when I hear stuff like this, I haven't heard it outside of the context of the game, so it's immediately just smashing me with the kind of panic feelings that that you get from feeling getting this particular track in game. But yeah, so this trailer is going to be about trying to present some of the character of the world. It's going to have some vignettes, it's going to have some events, and this has been a really tricky thing for me to nail down. Work out what kind of presentation works best, because I don't really. It doesn't really make sense to tell people or expect people to read like the kind of text that we would have in an event. So let's bring that up and see what it looks like. Let me turn off the in-game music because I got the soundtrack playing in the background. And I have to mess with some settings by the looks of things. Let me sort that out. Let's see if OBS explodes. Okay, monitor layout feels good. It's a good start. Let's put this one back here. We'll bring this one back over here. Okay, we're doing okay. I could just skip default. No, music volume is 0 is fine. Yeah, so like I wanna like show some events, and I wanna show some vignettes. But I definitely sort of can't just put them on screen and expect people to read them, you know. Because yeah, this is like not going to be interesting or fun to read. So what I have to do is come up with like an interesting way of putting these on screen without making viewers feel like they're being expected to read, or without me as sort of the trailer creator expecting people to read that. So basically, you know, the focus is the picture, and I got to come up with a way to put that on screen with some context that suggests what it's there for and what's going on, which is not interesting or exciting. Like it's an interesting challenge for someone who's making a trailer. It's probably not an interesting or exciting thing for someone who wants to watch a game developer-y person do their work. But I've written myself a little script that kind of does what I need. It's still kind of rough. I'm going to fix it up, but basically it's going to be this kind of voiceover, and it's going to go, this is, and then it's going to pause the game and mouse, or go into inspect mode and mouse over a particular bee. We'll go, right, this is Harry, and he's a worker, and he's doing these things, and then he's going to die, and I'm going to sort of talk about bee lifespans being short, but it's okay because there's lots of bees, and they're all like together contributing to building this this generational hive thing. And yeah, I can sort of say, you know, like it's we've got the new queen here. She's still young and inexperienced, but previous generations have gone through all these things, and that's the point at which I can start to show bits of what's going on with the events and stuff. And so some of those images will hopefully images and ideas, I guess. So like the idea of a rogue vine hopper scientist, which this particular piece of music goes with. You know, like that's I find that interesting. You know, like I think that'll be exciting, or at least more exciting than nothing. It's always tricky to know where the lines are and what's going to work and what's not going to work. But I feel a lot more confident about it now than I have for like the past month and a half that I've been on and off trying to work out how to present this thing. So the first thing I need to do is to get the game to behave in a way that will produce the things that I need to record, right? So I want to have one lone bee that's coming across. I need it to be a set age and die at a specific time, and then after that I need a whole bunch of bees to just be doing their thing, and then you know, like I think that's the main stuff I want to. That's what I want to mess around with in this stream. I also I'm not sure. I kind of like the idea of maybe having like a time-lapse view of this hive being built, and then just sort of freezing at the moment that the events that are relevant to what I'm talking about at the time come up. So and in that way sort of communicate there's this time passing between all these events and things happening. Maybe. As with many things, I just make it up as I go along. So the nice thing about bees is way down here when we go acquire target. I can give it a suggested target, which means that I can. A long time ago, I decided that I wanted to be able to tell a bee where to go in code if I needed to. I haven't needed to, I don't think. Oh, except when loading a game. When loading a game, I use it. Yeah, we just kind of go, well, once the bee has been instantiated, then we tell it to acquire target with whatever its target previously was before it did the thing, and that's exciting or interesting for me, and has enabled me to feel like I can do this sort of thing that I want to do quite easily. And the same thing goes for spawning bees, which happens over here in player. Because you know, why would you want to centralize your code? Yeah, so I can give it a role, I can give it a location, and that will spawn that bee at that particular place, which is pretty neat. And what I can also do is, like, after that bee has been spawned, I can then manually set its age and lifetime. Yeah. So I suppose what I need to start with is a hive that has a layout that will let me do some of the things I want to do. So I really don't think that much of these obstacles. So at some point down the track, I'm not. Maybe we should skip obstacles. No, I think I should keep the obstacles in. At some point, I'm gonna let's get rid of the debug thing. Is this better? Still kind of go away. Dense in ways that I don't want it to be dense. So let's just keep going until we find a nice one. Eventually, I want to add like a painting mode where you can like just plop down obstacles and bits of hive anywhere you want, and let it do its thing. This is the kind of sparseness that I wanted, but it's all twigs, and I'm not digging that. So I can also go like into the save file and manually edit it and move things around, change things, but I don't feel that excited about doing that. This is the music track we used, or a modified version of this that we used for the first trailer. Yeah, I guess this will do what we need. So, so like just in vague senses, or in a vague sense, whatever. What I want to do is like have a bunch of exits over here. Don't do that. And then down over this way. Have some storage. Storage for pollen. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah. And now, so I can have a bee come out of here, and we can follow them along, and then they can get over there and die and do their thing. So, I guess what I need to know is the coordinates of one of these exits, so that I can spawn a bee there, I suppose. Maybe. I don't know. So still thinking about. Yeah, I wrote all this stuff with the idea of using it this way, but never actually sort of implemented that. So it's yeah. I also feel like the yeah, I guess it's not too bad. It's like had a game the other day where it felt like there were a lot of background sounds where they possibly shouldn't have been background sounds. Oh, weird. The, I don't know, some more sound things I need to mess with, I think. Yeah. Yeah, when I close an event, the, ambient hive sound is louder than it should be, so obviously something is not is not working properly there. That's fine though. Yeah, so I wanna know like the coordinates of this. What is the nicest way to do that? Let's just back over here. Yeah. Let's just print cell.x, cell.y. Alright, so now sweet. So 1361. Let's just make note of that back here. And what's this one is 764. So that's our exit. 64 is our storage. Sweet. Alright, so now we want to like save this hive so that we can I probably want to like be zoomed in over here, I guess. Save this. Yeah, alright, so stop that, and now I need to come back here and have a think about what I need. So I need to spawn a bee. I need to set its age and lifespan. I need to set to follow. And then I need to spawn lots of bees. Which I think I'll just use the Shift N key to do that. Maybe. Or maybe I should time it and just like have it all as one automated thing that happens. I don't know. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for dropping by, dude. So I guess I'll just add it in as a cheat thing that when debug mode is enabled. Are we using T for anything? I am. Oh, for research, yeah, that's true. I don't know. Backslash? No, that's... What have we got? Let's try backslash. I guess sounds good. Let's turn here, func, do cheat, do sequenced events. Alright, so yeah, our things that we need to do are to spawn a single bee. Let me have a think about this. I'm just going to hard code a lot of stuff. Later on I might want to make this more generic and make it more usable for other things, but for now I'm just going to make bee. Its role is going to be 1. I think 1 is worker. Well, let's player.role. Worker is fine. We want to spawn them at. Do I have to give that a cell or do I have to give that a thing? Yeah, I have to give that a cell. So let's grab tiles. Yoink. And where did we say we wanted to spawn it? We're going to spawn it at 1361. Sweet. And I think that returns. Does that return the bee? Do we return the bee? If we don't return the new bee, we should. Hey, return new bee. Otherwise, we return null. Woo. Yeah, sweet. All right. Whoop. Just 1 equals. New bee dot age equals. Let's just say that you start at 86. A new bee dot lifespan. I think it's lifespan. I'll need to double check that. It's 90. 86 is not great actually. That's 70. We'll fine tune this later on as we work out what we're doing. Just make sure that I'm using the right property here. It's life underscore span. Hey. All right. Right, yeah, so we're excuse me, making a new bee, setting the thing. What we might do is, yeah, we'll just yield an idle frame. See about the best way to like give myself the right amount of control over stuff. I feel like what I should be doing is like putting this in a separate thread and making it push stuff back into the event queue for the main thread in a sequence or something. Dunno. What I need to balance is spending time on something that matters and something, you know, just getting the thing up and happening. So new b dot acquire target, and I think I can just, let's go back to B and double check the signature for this one. Suggested target needs to be, yeah, so it needs to be an actual cell. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Where were we? Back here. Tiles, was it 764 or something? Is that what it was? Hey, it was. Hey, look at us. Yeah, let's use the right notation for that. Alright, sweet. So now when I press backslash, it should make a new B that starts at that exit and then moves over to where I want it to be. So let's give that a try. Did that work? Should probably print stuff. It's not looking good. Alright, let's add some prints in there. print doing stuff, and we'll see if that function gets called. That's not what I wanted, but fine, whatever. Okay. So that's not getting picked up. Oh, maybe this one's backslash. I don't know. There you go. Let's just skip the menu. Hey, there we go. Well, neither button seems to be triggering. Hello, what? Oh, we did one. That's returning a null? That's odd. 18. Maybe it is spawning the bees. That doesn't make sense. It wasn't printing the output. Let's try it again. Okay, so it is spawning them bees. Bink, 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 bink. But I need to make sure that if new bee equals null, then just return. Alright, so yeah, that's a backslash. What I wanted was forward slash. Or slash? Just a normal slash. Yeah, not paying attention to the orientation of my slashes. Alright, I need to step away from the keyboard for just a sec. I will be right back. I'll leave the game running though. Doink. There we go. turn. Alright, actually while I'm here, and while I remember, let's just like push the font size on this one back to like, I don't know, 70 seems good. Bonk. And then I can, wow, 70 is not as big as I thought it would be. Alright, let's try it again. Let's this time go 140. Doink. Okay, there we go. That's better. Now I have a crisp. Be right back. I think I can throw a drop shadow on there. Yeah, I can. What do I prefer? Do I prefer an outline? No. Or do I prefer a drop shadow? I think I prefer a drop shadow. That's fine. Alright, that's all I want to double check. Where's that? Alright, out of here. Now, so we noticed that that acquire target isn't doing exactly what we want it to do. So let's have a bit of a fiddle around there. Oh look, all these other windows ended up on the wrong screens as well. How wonderful. Yeah, weird. Definitely something weird going on with the audio there, which I will fix at some point later. Yeah, so because yeah, like I said, I'm not really using acquire target like this anywhere broadly. Yeah, so it's a menu B. What is this in? This is in scene test? What is going on here? Oh, this is when we destroy a thing. Maybe. Yeah, this is for bees that are outside the hive, just to force them to get a new target. This is the menu bees. Yeah, so we are using acquire target with only in these two places. So there's our test thingy here and this thing here, and I get a hunch it's not working the way it's the way I wanted it to work, which is fine, you know, since it's not being used. But yeah, what I reckon is happening is using suggested target. Sure. Is that even? Let's try that. Using suggested target. Okay, sweet. So it's using zone target. And then we're doing the thing, and then if we need to rotate, we're rotating. And zipping off there, but it's not zipping off there, so why are we zipping off there? That's interesting. Target, is that? Yeah, sweet. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah, weird. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, I never know, like, should I show the game here? Is that more interesting to look at and I'll look at the code on another monitor, or is it more interesting to look at the code while I'm sitting here thinking about what it's doing and what I want it to do? Mini season, good times. So yeah, it's not tweening to the position. Oh, which happens in happens in process, I think. Is it process or process movement? I think it's process movement. Yeah. Let me have a look at this behavior again. Yeah, so it's not bumbling at all. So I guess we say moving is false. Yeah. Goodness. Dun, dun, that's not the one we want. That's the one we want. We go new b dot is moving. I don't know. I was not paying attention. Sort of wish that it's just moving. Sort of wish that the Godot editor let me have like multiple documents visible at once. Or maybe I should just use typing more and then be better able to jump between definitions and things. No, it's all good. It's all good. Alright, so this should wow, off they go. Yeah, okay. So that's now doing the thing that I wanted it to do. So I can go phew. We also want this bee to be carrying some stuff. So let's grab some. Ooh. There's that music again. Payload. Just think about whether or not it's better to use an existing thing. Yeah, I mean, I could go get return to Hive target, but that would have to be outside, and that's all big pain in the bum to work out. So let's just manually add some resources. Let's do that back here. Hello. And oh my goodness, the click point for where it grabs stuff is always not quite where I expect it to be. I should probably look at that in the code and maybe make an upstream commit to address that. Fix resource. That should be right. Hey, there we go. I kind of don't care about adding it to the pending payload. It's not really gonna fix or break anything, I don't think. Oh. Right, so let us woohoo. Efficiency offset. Do we have efficiency offset? Oh no. Shoot. Yeah, I guess I'll just remove efficiency offset from the equation there. We don't need it. Get out of here. I'll just leave that as 1. Don't need that either. Or that. Alrighty. What do you got? 3 and 2. That's perfect. Here's what I want. And then we'll follow. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna turn down the speed on this bee as well. Just make it go slower than usual. Which might break some of the things, but it's fine. Excuse me. Da -da 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 -da. Yeah, I want move speed to be like 2.5 or something, I think. 90. I also want the bee to start facing the direction that I want it to face. Yeah, what direction do they start facing in? I think they just start facing up. Yeah. Alright, yeah, move speed. Move speed needs to be 10. Not 2.5. Ah, too slow. I got a little shortcut that lets me load the last save game. If I hold down a button during start. There we go. That's the kind of speed I want. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, cool. Very nice. Alright. What was I saying? Yeah, I want to face the right direction, so I'll just grab the orientation code from back here. Should rotate. There we go. Type position. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. So. Yeah. We can work this out. So target position is just the origin of the cell. Stunning cell equals this. That's fine. It'll be stunning cell. Don't get global transform, I guess. Origin. Print. And then we don't care about any of that. We just go UB.rotation equals that nonsense. And the bee should be facing the direction we want it to go. Maybe. Stick an equals in there, that might help. Alright, there we go, let's give that a try. Alright, little bees. Let's kill everyone. Sorry, friends. How do you face the wrong way? Let's try minus then. Too slow. Well, I mean, that's sort of close, but it's not. It's not quite what I wanted. Maybe I should spawn the bee outside and then we have it come up through the thing. No, it doesn't matter. Let's do the follow cam. Let's follow bee. Get a camera follow bee fence. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I want. Thank you. Ignore that it says cell. That's not right, but it's close enough. I don't care. Yeah. I might also check whether or not maybe we don't need this idle frame. New B. There we go. Huh. Alright, shoot. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky because I think I wanna record myself building whatever the eventual hive is. I guess it's not really tricky. It's fine. Where did Mim go? Him back yet? Me? Oh yeah, there you go. Way old. You can die. I think you can die. Dropping off pollen. It should say pollen with a capital P, but you know. Dropping off. There you go. Dead. I'm gonna have a bit of lingering text that says like following being dead. Yeah, okay, so I think it's the activity string. Let's just double check in camera here. Camera. Be attached. I don't remember what I called it. Let's just go follow B. Update follow text, that's what it is, and it's in HUD. There it is. So activity string. Following the main function, that's right. So yeah, it's just activity string is the only thing that cares about this. So I guess I could check and see if activity string is empty and then show something else. I suppose maybe. Let's not say we did though. And if it becomes a problem, we can deal with it later. So back here, we'll just set it manually. Activity underscore string, I think it is, equals hello. I'll just make sure that that is doing what it needs to do. Nope. No, there's no underscore. It's camel case. This is one thing I hate, is sometimes I've gone with camel case, and sometimes I have not, and I kind of need to normalize it all. The Python style of GD script sort of suggests using snake things. Yeah. But I kind of prefer camel case, so I'll probably end up sticking with that. Let's just say dropping off pollen, whatever. Following the bee is more or less facing the right direction. So I'm thinking is I might start the bee further off to the side and have it fly past the exits while we're talking about it, I think. The only thing I'm not sure about is like there are other bees kicking around, or I want other bees to kick around. I guess I need to build the hive first, and just keep in mind that there's going to be this section where I don't want stuff. probably want to say the B name as well. Yeah, Allman all the way, very pleased. Sadly, GD script and Python do not do not allow you to do this. Yeah, the way I read code and the way I scan code when I'm scrolling through is that I pay attention to the last character on the line and I pay attention to the first non-white space character on the line, and that means that like nothing looks like a closing parenthesis. Nothing looks like a semicolon. You know, a colon kinda does, but a semicolon is distinct in a way that doesn't. You know, if you're just reading the last couple of pixels, you're not going to confuse it with anything else. Whereas a T does occupy the same space as a colon. Braces, there's nothing that looks like them. When there's a brace on its own opening on a new line, which is how I tend to do stuff like that. That's super readable to me, and I can scroll through a lot of code and see what's going on without slowing down or stopping much. But yeah, I'm kind of bound by the language I'm using here, and I guess on some levels it's good to not be too precious about these things. You know, it does make me feel like I've dragging my teeth down a chalkboard, but like just generally speaking, it's important to be able to work outside your comfort zones, I guess. That's what I think anyway. That's how I try and make things feel healthy. Oh, I got a new slime for my slime collection the other day. Well, Mim slime collection, I guess. I bought them for her, but they live in the bookshelf behind me. Which is a very perfectly normal tabby slime, just there on the bottom. Which you probably can't see in the tiny camera, but it's a glitch slime. It's got the glitch slime face on it, which is good. But yeah, I cannot get over it. Like if I've here we go. We're just running into bitching and moaning about language stuff. Okay, so we got like a complex condition here in C. I could just put 2 slashes there, and that would be equivalent to saying if true and then commenting that out. And I like the idea of being able to just comment out conditions, because it still shows very clearly what the code was doing. The moment that you have to edit it, then you're doing other stuff, and you know, if I made a new thing here, I'd be like if true, and I'm like, okay, well, what is this? Is this old? Is this new? Is this relevant to it? Like, there's nothing to tell me, like implicitly, whether it's related or not. And I really hate being able to do that. I hate not being able to just go, oh, you know what? I think the order that I'm doing things in is wrong. I'm just gonna grab a big chunk of code here, and I'm gonna go and stick it over here, like that. And because white space has semantic value, that will break everything unless I indent it properly. I'm like, well, I don't know if it's gonna go there. I don't want to invest the time in properly formatting it. Let's just let's just do the thing first and find out. And it bugs me so much. But yeah, I find it cumbersome and restrictive and generally irritating, but it is the language that the engine was sort of written for, or the language was written for the engine specifically as part of the engine's development. So it is, in my mind, intrinsically going to be the best fit for working with the engine. There are other bindings, and yeah, I could use the C# bindings. They seem like they're getting more mature and are usable, but honestly, I'm past a point in my life where I'm comfortable using tech whether that's a language or an operating system or just a utility or something, or an API, where Microsoft are the ones that make the decisions about what directions that take at the end of the day. So Mono might be open source, and the C# API is no longer sort of, its direction is no longer explicitly governed by the .NET project, I don't think. My understanding is that that's kind of not really a thing anymore. But Microsoft owns Ximian now, so if the Mono developers want to do anything that is right for their project but not right for Microsoft, then that's not an option that's on the table. And yeah, I just don't think that's healthy. So yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll start doing more GD native stuff with C++, and see if that's a good fit for me. I do dislike I do dislike working in GDScript, but I guess the other thing is that so far as I can see, and I imagine it's going to be less of an issue moving forward, but right now I feel like the GDScript documentation is the most complete, and complete documentation is probably a little bit more valuable than a language that is a good fit for me, I guess. So, yeah. But this stream wasn't going to be about pissing and moaning about languages. As fun as that is. Let's just see whether I'm not entirely sure. I think I might need to wait a frame because the thing has been instantiated in this frame and the ready function will be called after. But we'll see. We'll give that a go and see what happens. What am I doing? Not paying attention, that's what I'm doing. It's fine. Fine. Hey, we don't. It's fine. It does its thing. Also, I like that we kind of fly over the rock there. I'm digging that. And then we drop the resources, and then... Oh, we don't drop the resources? What do you got? Why are you not dropping stuff? What? Alright. So, what I need to do then is set is carrying to true. Let's just do that down here, so the relevant code is next to other stuff is carrying equals 10 equals true. Alright, let's see if that works. Excuse me. How much pollen you got? You got 1 on 1. 1 on 1's not great. I might even just hard code those numbers so that it's a nice amount. We dropping stuff now? Yeah. And then we come up and we drop some more stuff. Yeah. And how old are we now? We're like 88, 89, 90. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's the kind of behavior that I want. And then I can shift in and have a billion bees, but they all come out of... No, I'll have a proper hive by then, so that won't be so much of an issue. Yeah, tricky part is... Let me have a look at the old trailer. Oh, wherever that is. It's in photos. I think. Hive Time trailer, there we go. Good times. So let's have a look at sort them by date modified. Yeah, okay. What? Oh yeah, alright. So this one's busted because it doesn't have everything that it needs. It's quite loud. What I want to know is what's its dimensions. Yeah, 1920 by 1080. Okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking like what I would like to do. What is the best way to do this? What I would like to do is have a big long time lapse. Oh, what? The name's not showing for the beat being followed? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, you know, I got halfway through doing something and then got distracted. Alright. That's what's going on there. Let's doink. Yeah, so what I wanted to do was like manually set the name. So now it says following Steve. But I had just not put anything in there. Good catch. No, I'm not sure what not sure what name I want to go with. I was gonna go with Margaret. But Mim points out to me that Margaret's a tricky name to watch. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go I don't know how well this will work, but we'll give it a red hot go. And we'll turn this on. I'll move that up, and we'll just stick this here. There you go. And that way, regardless of whether it's on screen or not, we still sort of vaguely see what's going on. Maybe. Hello? Okay. Following the thing. Alright. Sweet. I could just duplicate that all over the screen and we could watch 18 copies of this one window do its thing. Alright. Yeah, I don't know whether I should add some like idle mode in where it automatically follows bees. I'm just kind of scared of that getting in the way of people when they don't, you know, when they want to do something else. So yeah. So what I need to think about is how what I want to do is have the events show up, and then mouse over whichever and click the button, and then it goes back to the time lapse of everything zipping around. And the question I guess that I need to work out for myself is, how do I go about displaying that? I could fake it where I just record one big long time lapse, and then I'll just use the event selector to bring up the specific event that I want. Sure, this one, whatever, and then I can take a screenshot of that and just put that in. But then I won't have the mouse moving around. And I feel like if it's one big long take where I'm recording the entire time lapse of the hive being built, then if I am triggering the events at runtime according to some kind of schedule, I either won't there's just more chance for something to go wrong if it's one take. But yeah, I'm not entirely certain how to make it all smoothly behave. I also want to do some things where instead of these just appearing, I make them maybe come up from the bottom, so it sort of comes up and then the buttons come up slightly delayed one after the other, like that. And that will help avoid those situations where I make them that they're not clickable until they stop moving. But I remove those situations where you're like clicking something down here just as the event fires. Yeah. So you're clicking that, and then you click here just as the event comes up. Shift-E? Oh, Shift-E doesn't work. Yeah. So, and that can happen. It's kind of frustrating. So, some slight UI tweak, just like adding in an animation effect, will give me a window there where people will not be able to mess themselves up. So yeah, what I think I need to do, because one take seems untenable, seems like it's making more work for myself or creating more opportunities for something to go wrong. What I think I need to do is need to maybe mess with the autosave system. No, that doesn't work. Maybe I should. I feel like I need to show the time-lapse stuff of the hive growing, because that's interesting, right? And I need something interesting to go on in the background while I'm waffling on. Excuse me. Rather than just have a still happening. I feel like that's not kind of my thing. I have. I'll stick it on the screen in a sec. Oh, you know what? I think it's actually just over here. No. I don't know where I saved it, but I know that I tweeted it or something. Here it is. Doink. Make it big. Have to go like that. Gross. But yeah, I find this kind of watching the hive grow and expand real fast is interesting. Yeah, the little menus popping up and stuff is not so great, but just a sense of lots of things happening is really interesting, I think. You get the sense of like all the bees doing the things, you get the sense of the hive growing over time, being able to watch the resource levels rise and fall is really interesting as well, I think. Gives a sense of breathing to the hive. I really like that. That was me. It's about 50 minutes of gameplay there. Of me recording for the last trailer. Yeah. So yeah, I just gotta think about the nicest way. If I so what I yeah, I guess the problem is that I want to have things sped up real fast. I need them to slow down to real time for the event, so that you can see a mouse cursor move over a particular option and select it, and then speed back up. And then I also need the effects of that to be visible. So one of the events that I want to show is one of the population changing ones, where they all turn into these dudes. I'll turn into defenders. Where they all turn into defenders. So I need to have that be visible, because that is kind of interesting to witness as it happens. Maybe I should not bother with the time-lapse thing. Maybe the time-lapse thing is, well, I don't know. This trailer feels like the right place to stick a time-lapse, because it's talking about the history of the hive, whereas other trailers are probably not going to have that kind of focus. So, what I could do is I could record a big chunk that is just normal gameplay up to the point where the event is meant to happen. I can stop recording, I can trigger the event, I can start recording again, I can then do the event and then stop recording and then start recording again and then just continue playing, which would give me the ability to work with those separate bits discreetly without having to do a huge amount of well, I guess it doesn't matter, since I can slow things down and speed things up in Blender anyway. Just not sure whether I want to do it in Blender or whether I want to do it in FFmpeg, because FFmpeg's pretty fast for doing that stuff, while Blender's like speed modifier is meant to be non-destructive. I can't, because I don't want to have two copies of OBS running and recording at the same time. Once I work out what I'm doing, I'm gonna stop streaming and then record stuff. But then when I'm ready to put it all together in Blender again, I'm gonna stream again, just to show what that process is like. Yeah. I'm also gonna do it with the HUD off, I think. Oh, hang on. I want to keep this button here though, so I'll have to have a look. If I turn the HUD off, is that going to turn the whole thing off? I can't remember how I set it up. I think it does. It's on the interface, I think. Hide HUD. Yes. I don't know, I have mixed feelings here, because I was like, if I show it clicking on the button and then mousing over the B, then we know that there's a difference between normal mode and inspect mode, and it kind of communicates something about how the game works and how you can interact with the game. Yeah, if I have the HUD hidden, which I definitely want. I guess I'm gonna just temporarily change the hide HUD. Hive HUD. Could change the hide HUD thing to yeah, wow, it's just like grabs the whole thing, right? Good times. Good times. It's that thing again where I just hear the bad music and I'm like, oh, okay, a bad event's happening. Yes, this is game HUD. If I just make it hide the top HUD, that should be enough. Because I think I still want to have the indicators down the bottom corners. So let's go back here. Let's reload that. Oh, ha ha ha. Yeah, right. So I need to do not just the top HUD, but the... Is it middle HUD? Is that what I called it? Middle HUD. Hey. Which I guess makes sense. Whatever. And I'll just comment that one out. Too slow. Because yeah, maybe I do want to have the HUD in this one. I felt like I wanted to show the effects and stuff, but maybe not. I don't know. So I like the idea of going, this is Margaret, and then we'll, you know, we will have continued to, or we will have shown something about how the game works. And then lots of other bees will come. They won't all come from the same place because we have like a properly formed hive. And then I'll be like, you know what, I should make it so you can like left click on this, just go to the throne, and that way you don't need to use home if you don't want to. But yeah, I want to have, that's the other thing I guess I need vignettes to come up at 1 speed, like well not 1 speed. This is Queen Helen. Good times. So yeah, alright, let's add the clicky click on that, I guess. Is that Queen details? Is that what it is? Oh, was I buzzing? I do just enjoy watching the bees do their thing. Oh right, yeah. That's because they all spawned at the same time. There's meant to be some jitter in how long it takes them to go places. So you see those three are no longer quite as aligned as they used to be. They're all still pretty close. Yeah, so let's get my queen details. Queen details. What I want is queen effect. I don't even know where this happens. It must be under effect details. Excuse me. Oh yeah, effect details, so it must be effect indicator. There it is. Alright, so what we can do is we can now go to activity indicator and can you just grab the unhandled input thing. Oh, where are we actually setting the mouse over? Where is this being set? Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing unhandled input here at all. So we just I guess we'll just copy this. Do I want to do this? Is this what I want to do? Is this what I spend my time on? I don't think I do. I think this is a for later thing. Yeah, I'll make it so that you can click on that to basically do the same thing as press home. if we follow the bee, yeah, so we stay at that kind of thing. So we can go home. No, I can't. Okay, well that's interesting. I can go end. I can go home. Yeah, alright. Well, the bee will die and then we'll go home, which will take us, but wow, that does shoot us over there pretty quick, doesn't it? Beep. Alright. Well, that's fine, I guess. We're back to this one. What do I want to do? Yeah, let's come back here to our cheat do sequenced events thing. And we're gonna have a gross counter here that I'm just gonna stick at the end of my declarations somewhere. Yeah, down here somewhere. Way too many global variables in this this thing here, but whatever. Oh, okay. There we go. Sweet. This is also gross. That's fine for now. Alright. Cheat. Spawn all bees. Sweet. And I'm just gonna run through the entire sequence of what I want to do. And then at the very end we'll go sequence index plus equals 1. Pan to center is what I want. I guess I'll just copy that, whatever. Don't need that, but I do think slash, yeah, probably do want one of these in here. Alright. Alright, so we have our bee, it comes across, we do the thing, then we spawn lots of bees, and then we go to the queen, and that's fine, but what I want to do in the meantime, this is actually going to be 3, well, let's copy and paste, there we go, 3, and 4. So what I want to do here is queue up a vignette that is the next vignette that I want. V show next vignette is kind of what I want, but I want it to show a specific vignette. So what I'm gonna do is head back to player, wherever player is. There it is. Excuse me. Let's not queue next event. Next vignette. What I want is I want to find when that is less than 0. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so I just want to set vignette active and then I want to add the vignette on a specific cell, which is fine. It's easy enough to do. I should bust this out into a function and just allow it to be passed a cell or an actual vignette. Which I think I will do. So we get the available types. Yeah, so I want that. Okay. Activate vignette on cell with let's go new vignette or something, and I'll work that out in a sec. Where's that? There it is. Funk. Activate vignette. Cell vignette. And it's just basically going to do all that same stuff. This is going to become just cell. And we're going to go var base type equals cell.hex type. Base type. Oh, I'm not doing that here. Alright. Base type. There we go. Doink. It's fine. This one just needs to be cell.x, cell.y. That's fine, I think. Sprint. Where are we setting vignette type? Ah, goodness. Alright, let's go back here and have another look at what's going on. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what we're looking for. Alright, so vignette type equals type. Yeah, type equals -1. Let me have a think on this. This was some like last minute thing I put in to determine whether it was going to be a whether it's going to be a generic vignette. And it's fine. This can just be base type. That's not a problem at all. Um, and we'll go. How do we want to do this? Let's just go can be generic equals true. There we go. Else if can be generic. And at this point, it's all -1s, right? I don't know what I'm doing. And this one's base type. Yeah, no, that's not how we want it to work. Let's undo that. I guess we'll still keep if can be can be generic. Okay. And then we'll grab our 1/3 thing here. No. Let's go back. Let's do a is generic. Is false. Hooray. Alright. So back down here. Is generic. Then yeah, these all need to be base type. Yoink. Alright. It's just there we go. That'll do. It's messy, but whatever. Alright, show me our unexpected indent. No? We not have an unexpected indent? We have an error up here somewhere. But it's not going to show it to us. Errors? No? Thing's not even running. We want to activate vignette. Yeah. I don't know why it's not showing the error here. New vignette. Alright, so we don't want vignette type anymore, I don't think. We want generic equals false. Go away. Use generic equals true. Well, let's come back down here. Maybe we don't even need... Yeah, okay, so... Oh. Let's double check that. I did. Yeah, so coming back down here, the whole point of this function is to eliminate the need for this, I think. It's called new vignette. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. That's more sensible. So I forgot that we're passing in the vignette. We don't need to care about any of this stuff. Although I probably do need to just quickly check that one. And make sure that we are in fact getting the correct vignette list. Doink. Yeah, that's just what I need to pass in, I think. Bam. Type equals type, and then type equals -1. We show the generic vignette, and then down here, true if vignette type less than 0. Else false. Hate inline ifs. Don't need that column. Ternary operators are convolute things, make them less readable. Oh look, it's 100% impossible to proofread your own work because your intent, your plans, definitely, you know, are bigger, have more mind share than stuff that you're less familiar with. Type. I guess we can do that. That's fine. Oh, upgrade things is a thing that belongs to the parent there. Type is not defined. We don't even need to do that. That just happens on the cell. Hooray! Alright, let's see whether this still works. Pass. And pass in here as well. Nice. Vignette type. Vignette type. Where is this? This is. Yeah, that's what you get when you put the thing backward. That's the other thing, is the Godot editor does not parse ternary operators properly. So we can new Hive, start new Hive, or just make some vignettes come up and make sure that things work. Okay. Cell is an int there? Cell is an int. Cell should not be an int. Oh. Yes. There we go. That's much better. Okay, we activated a vignette. Looks good. Brilliant. Let's make some more vignettes and make sure that generic ones are working correctly. Or maybe only queen ones are working correctly. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the generic one. Yeah, that showed the same one twice in a row. That's a generic one. It's fine. Fine. Yeah. just uncomment this so that's easier to see what's going on. In fact, let's just make that a bit easier to see. Let's make some nurseries, make some workshops, and I guess make some exits. Alright, vignettes. This one is 3 stink bugs in a trench coat. It's an exit one. Fine. Another exit one. Also fine. That's the mark. That's fine. Put the social media. Yeah. Okay. So that one was generic. Okay, well, let's say it works. Alright, so the cool thing now is that, let's comment that back out, is that I can now call a specific vignette on a specific cell from anywhere. So back here, which is not even what we want that here, so that one becomes 1, that one becomes 2, so we want to grab like yeah, that's a tough one. Well, if it's only 1B, that's fine. Yeah, I guess let's just pick the starting tile, because that's like one that we've got handy. Starting cell, doink. And we want that to be false, and okay, got new vignette. New vignette equals what is the best way for me to sort this out? Like a wax production vignette, I think was what I was going to go for. Was masterpiece. And I guess it's probably just going to be easier than anything else to just do this. Starting cell is declared in current scope. It's way back here. Oh, it's not. Right, fine. Does that work? Player to activate vignette. Sweet. So let's check and make sure that this is behaving as it wants. So first things first, we should clear that. And also clear this, because I pressed the wrong button. We spawn our thing. We spawn the vignette. Vignette says that. That's brilliant. Next thing is something else. And then the next thing, I don't know. Don't know what our other things are. It was meant to be one that was like spawn all bees. It didn't seem to happen. Maybe it didn't, I wasn't watching. They all went outside. But that's fine. I guess I want to find the vignette that's like a queen vignette about squishy shoulders. I think that's probably what I want. So, throne vignettes. Or maybe burden of command. I think that's probably the more interesting one. So var new vignette equals. Makes that a bit easier to read. I wonder if I should manually kill the bee that we spawned as a part of this. Maybe. maybe. Maybe not. Don't know. Need to think about that one a bit more. I can tweak that later. Let's go over here. Nothing I need to concern myself with. Alright. Center tiles. This is what I want. I want the well, it doesn't matter. All I need to do is get the throne. Yeah. Alright. I know how to do what I want to do here. Doink doink. So we need this one, but instead of like specifying this, all I need to do is go tile groups, build mode dot throne. Oh. 0 dot adjacent cells. I think that's what it is. Let's just double check. Oh, it's connections. Right, of course. Connections. And I have a handy little thing here. Connections 3. So that'll put it directly in front of the queen. And that will be fun. So let's try that. Over here. Is that something important that I need to care about? Oh my goodness, just... no. Alrighty, so let's try this again. Let's quick save that without a vignette so we don't have to come back to it again. So Margaret's gonna come along here, go and drop off the pollen. Yoink. Yeah, I should probably make Margaret not carry any nectar, and that way we don't have to wait for that before dying. Poof. And then we can do it again, doink, which will make our vignette, that's fine. that made a whole bunch of bees, cool. Next one zooms us to the queen. Next one makes a queen vignette, which is the one that we care about. That's brilliant. And yeah, that's all. Yeah, I'm digging that. And then I should also zoom out right at the very end, but I can do that with home and end keys. That's fine. I guess I'll leave bee sounds on, but I'll probably turn environmental sounds off, maybe, and that way we can hear a bit of bee activity going across as we go. Maybe. At some point, I think I want to add a shader that makes the grass wave around a little bit over time. Maybe. I don't know, I'll have a think about it. Look how straight these look sometimes. They're all bent. They all have this bent to them, so it's bending away from the camera. Or towards the camera. I think it's away. When they're bent towards the camera, it looks a little different. Yeah, they look shorter like that. I don't know if there are any examples. Nope, guess not. Alright, yeah, so that's doing the sort of thing that I want it to do. I'll probably keep the other changes that I've made, but I reckon I will get rid of the shortcut for this function in whatever next build goes live. I mean, I guess it can stay in. It only works if debug mode's enabled, but I just feel like it doesn't have any value to anyone. Maybe. Anyway, I think I'm at a point where I'm gonna need to like start recording stuff, and I don't want to do that while I'm streaming because it's gonna eat up more resources and make it harder for me to get the kind of footage that I want. But yeah, hope this has been an interesting journey down refactoring old code and making sure that different things do what they're meant to do. It's yeah, looking forward to getting this second trailer out. I'm hoping that it'll. Still not sure what music I want to use. I might use this music. Maybe. It's got an interesting feel to it. And I like the way it ends. Yeah. Anyway, I will return at some point tomorrow, the day after, today, who knows, when I have the footage that I need to be able to continue on at a sort of a video production point. And we'll see how things look from there. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have fun.